Good afternoon, everybody. This is Robert Weichelt. I am a member of NADP. I serve on a number of committees, and I really enjoy my work there. And today we have a special guest, somebody that, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is involved at a very, very high level. So I'm going to let her tell her story, but I'll tell you what, Stephanie, it is so wonderful to see you. Great seeing you at Summit. And it's just always a pleasure to have a few minutes and grab your ear and just really talk about what's going on. So with that said, who's Stephanie C?
Well, thanks for having me, Robert. So as you let everybody know, I'm Stephanie C. I'm a broker with Results Real Estate. My husband and I own the company. And I got involved with NADP at the time, RioMac, formerly known as RioMac. My husband's a member. He's been a long-standing member. So I was attending conferences with him first, just as a guest, business travel, and then attending the full conference as a guest. When I started started doing the RioMac conferences at the time, there was a waiting list for what's now the affiliate category for brokers to become members. So my husband was in, but I was waitlisted. So I joke with everybody that I was a RioMac groupie, just waiting for my turn to get into the organization. So that was about, I'd say I've been going to conferences for over 15 years, and I've been a member for 11 or 12.
Excellent. Well, you know what, I tell you, I mentioned how nobody's more involved than you. When we were there, I'm always looking at your badge, your ribbons, and it's just amazing. They almost touch the ground. You're so involved, and these are ribbons that we get when we get involved in different committees. Look at the size of that.
All right, so I happen to have mine here at the office. No, this was not planned, but this is from our summit in Arizona.
That is dedication. That is great. That goes to show you that you're involved at a very high level. So why don't we do this? Why don't we expand on some of those committees you're on and some of the work you're doing with NADP?
So the committees I'm on, I'm on finance committee and have been for a few years. Let me start by saying all the committees for NADP are super important. So There's no, they're all important. And I wish I could be on every one, but I cannot. It's physically impossible. But I am on the finance committee. I participate on the education committee. And education, it's great to be part of that committee because education is doing everything from webinars to annual dinner to summit. Certification offshoots off of that. So it's a great committee to be involved with. I am past president and a member of the RioMac Foundation. The RioMac name stays in the foundation. Very near and dear to my heart. And we, most of the money raised, we are a nonprofit, and out of all the money raised, the majority of it, almost all of it, goes to scholarships for people within the NADP community. So not just members and their kids, but it could be your friend's child, or as long as you recommend them, they are eligible if they meet all the other criteria. And we do a little disaster relief within our agents communities as well when the need arises and when we're able. I'm a member of collaboration committee of the leadership committee, which that's been a great committee to sit on, and really focus not only what's expected of our members that want to get into leadership now, but what we're looking to do to take the group ahead to the future, or for the future. And then I am co-chair of membership committee, and I'm co-chair with Justin Podier. And we have been co-chairing that committee together for, I think, 3 years now. And that has been a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
You know what? You've got a lot of things going on, and you mentioned there's a lot of committees. You just happen to be on a few, but there's a lot of ways for agents that are any members that are in the industry that can get involved.
Correct.
So it's really a great way. So what's our message that we want to say to maybe the agents or just the members that are currently have a membership? What's the message we want to tell them?
I like to tell people to get involved. Do not, no matter what it is in our businesses, not just this organization, but in our businesses and our daily life, you can't just sit there and wait for it to happen. Usually, then what we want to happen is not what happens when we just sit and wait. So really get involved, see how you can volunteer within the organization. What are you interested in? You might want to really join in a committee, but not know where you're going to fit best. And if you don't know until you ask. So really any member can just pick up the phone, send an email. It doesn't have to go to staff. It can go to any of us on the board, tell us what they're interested in, and let's see if we can, find the best place for you to start out. You don't have to be ambitious and join five committees. It's a lot. Because we do really want you to participate. So we all get busy. It's understood if you can't make a meeting or a call every now and then, but you don't want to stretch yourself so thin that you can't really participate.
Absolutely. I enjoy my committee work, but I can tell you, if you really want to get involved and do a great job, pick the one or two things that really inspire you and really dive in and really commit to it. And the more you put in, the more you get out. And I'm enjoying my committee work and it makes a lot. I mean, it just makes me feel good if nothing else. And I just love that portion of it. That giving back is important. What's the message we want to say to an agent that maybe was involved at a previous market or that maybe is coming into the industry for the first time? What do we want to say to those future NADP members?
For the members that have been gone for a while that might be coming back, I'd like to say welcome home. Welcome back to the group. And for new members, welcome aboard. It is refreshing to see not only faces we haven't seen in a while, but to meet new people coming in. And I mean, honestly, cannot stress enough to get involved. It's, when you're coming in, it really is about not just networking and not just about working on your business, but also working on yourself, meeting new people, learning new skills, and giving and giving back. None of us started in this industry and we're just, on fire from day one. Everybody was new at some point. And the way you get better is learning from other people. I still learn something every day. It's how it is. No matter how good you are at something, you will get better the more you continue to learn. And learning from others is one of the best ways.
Yeah. You've touched on some really great things. You talked about who you were, how you got involved, talked about all the committees you're involved in, you're a board member. And I just want to thank you personally for doing all that you're doing, leading by example. You're a great role model when it comes to that and giving your time. And I appreciate you very much. Any closing remarks for the folks paying attention to this?
Remember, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I thank you for thanking me, but it is a lot of fun and I'm just a participant. So, no one person does everything in any organization. And we've got a really great group. And the group can always, it can always expand, and it's great to have new ideas and fresh faces and fresh perspectives. And our industry is ever evolving and ever changing, as will our organization, always sticking to its core, but really always evolving to stay relevant and to give our members, all of our members, the best membership experience possible.
Well, you know what? You heard it here first, guys. Stephanie, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much again for what you do. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Thank you so much.
This is Robert Weichelt for NADP, the Collaboration Committee. I'm the co-chair, and it's been my pleasure interviewing Stephanie C. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Robert.